Hello everybody, I'm DiamondArsenalUnderground.com, or perhaps for the purposes of this interview, Lord Thistlewicke Flanders. And I'm here with Head Ned from Okilly Dokilly. How are you doing?
Howdy diddly, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good.
Good. Well, straight into it then, I guess the questions on everybody's lips is why Ned Flanders out of all the vast cast that The Simpsons has?
So the whole band idea actually started with the name first. We, the original drummer and I were trying to imagine like this Rammstein style Metallica band stepping out on stage, fireworks, flames, everything heavy that you can imagine, and then they're like, hi, we're, and just the goofiest name that you could think of. And Okilly Dokilly was one of them. We thought about that, and then the idea just kind of snowballed into what if they dressed like Ned Flanders, what if they had pink guitars, and what if it was just this like heavy version from, you know, TV's friendliest character. And we just found ourselves with the time and the resources to go for it, and we were all big Simpsons fans, and thought like, all right, let's start gathering some quotes, writing some songs out of it, and we'll make the Ned Flanders band.
Sweet. I mean, there's a lot to go on Ned Flanders. He's been there since the first episode. Getting the presents mixed up in the snow, but so from there you've got so much to go on. I mean, when you're writing the songs, you purposefully go for like the more, not so much left field quotes, but the friendliest kind of quotes you can.
There's kind of a duality for it. I'll go for the friendliest like thing, something that would sound, you know, something that wouldn't fit in a metal song, something that's too friendly, but when it's screamed in a death growl, it kind of has that irony to it. That, well, I'll find something that Ned Flanders actually said that taken out of context seems very dark. Songs like They Warned Me, like They Warned Me Satan would be attractive, like that.
I was thinking about that when you said you were in Canada.
We were in Canada, and we had that quote came up a ton when we were there. So we'll just find something that he's said that is very dark, that's out of context, and kind of use that, or something that is very goofy, and make those the most aggressive ones.
Cool. I mean, one of the titles, obviously, that sticks out is White Wine Spritzer. And every time it comes up on YouTube, I can't read White Wine Spritzer. It goes, White Wine Spritzer, Spritzer. Before I've even clicked on the thing, that's what's in my head. And I know you said one of the most requested songs you get is Godspeed Little Doodle. And that's one as well where it's, if you don't know The Simpsons that well, you're not going to have any idea what it is. But
we love doing a mixture of like the very, very deep cuts, like things like weird Flanders facts and things. Like he worked in the pharmaceutical industry for years before he opened up the Leftorium. But at the same time, we've got songs like Nothing at All, White Wine Spritzer, and ones like that. Most of our material does come from the earlier seasons. A couple things I'll pull from later or more recent seasons. And I know there's a record that we're working on right now. Working title is Howdily Toodly. That's been, I went through and I watched season 1 to 10, just kind of straight through. And so that will, by virtue of that, be very much focused in the earlier seasons.
Very cool, very cool. I was going to ask you about kind of later episodes. A lot of Simpsons fans feel they've lost its way. Maybe 20 years ago now, really. But, and I found Flanders in particular in the later episodes has been changed. Specifically, they tried to force this catchphrase on him where he says, oh, it's the something, he said to something. And you go, well, where the fuck did this come from? He hasn't said this in 300 odd episodes.
I'm not sure on that one. I've met a lot of people who are kind of the Simpsons like purists when it comes from, it's always, the cutoff is always somewhere around season 10. For 1 to 10, 1 to 12, like somewhere around there. And I honestly do think that is the golden age of the Simpsons, but in all honesty, I still watch the show as it's coming out now. I still enjoy some of the later seasons, things like that. fairly easily entertained when it comes to things, so that's not saying a ton, but it is something where, the latest episode comes on, I want to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, you want to see what's going to happen. And again, they did another major update with Flanders where they had him get married to Mrs. Krabappel.
Right.
Obviously, Marshall Wallace passed away, so it was a two-time.
Yeah, Flanders doesn't do so good with wives.
No. But builds up that angst to work out well in the metal songs. So.
Yeah, it works for us, unfortunately.
Well, again, we've mentioned there like the kind of inner rage within the character, which kind of can translate well to this kind of band. And I know one of your favourite episodes is Hurricane Neddy.
Yeah.
Which is great because he has that explosion.
Yep.
Sorry. It has that explosion of rage there. So I was wondering if on the next album there'll be a song called Hell Diggy Diggy Dog Crap.
So on the next, we have used that phrase in a song. We snuck it in there. We didn't do a whole song based around it.
Yeah.
But we did our song "You're a Jerk."
Yeah.
Actually has that one in there, and that's based on that episode where he's just going around telling everybody in the town where he does finally snap.
That's what it is when I'm reading the track listing or the lyrics. When at first when you see a title, you go, "You're a jerk," and then you remember he goes, "I don't know about you, but I'm sure you're a jerk." And you go, "Oh yeah, I remember, that's brilliant."
And Lenny too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lenny's one of my favorite characters on there too. And
He's another one you can get a band.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone how I live. That's a good.
Yeah, don't tell anyone how I live. Yeah.
But one question that was somebody asked me to ask you: have you ever opened the band van or got someone to open their window so you could sing "God Said to Noah" too? No, we haven't, but we've got a van and we're traveling around, so I know what I'm doing tomorrow. As you mentioned Howdy Doodly being the album, I know when you first started you thought it was only going to be like a couple of shows here and there kind of thing, and you got to the point where you're recording the album and releasing it. Was there a point where you were recording it when you kind of thought, what the fuck are we doing here kind of thing?
I think usually about every day around 3 o'clock that kind of happened. Yeah, I'd be sitting there, we'd be like getting the drums going, it'd be like really heavy. You get very into the recording process.
Yeah.
But it is great to have like this band and kind of remember that like, the reason we started it was to have fun and so that other people would have fun, so we'd get like seriously into the tone of the drums and this and that. We'd get to a kind of a breaking point where like we just about got it, and then we'd like kind of lean back and listen to how heavy it is and the lyrics on top of it and just kind of sit there and that realization of just like like we can't believe we're doing this would set in, and you just kind of chuckle at like you know what we put together.
I think we've it's kind of improved now. The bands that even if they've started off as a joke or something, they can go for and they can steal Panther, they're all 5 albums.
Yeah.
They sell out Wembley, not stadium, the arena. But,
wow. Yeah.
So there's no limit to it really nowadays, especially with the internet. I mean, I know that's where a lot of the publicity for Okilly Dokilly came from, at least initially.
Yeah. Yeah. So, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of legs.
Yeah.
Legs to go on.
Yeah.
Also, I know that you're a big Futurama fan.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if at any point you'll have a side project on Futurama.
I think as soon as we kind of start going grey, we can do the Scruffy the Janitor. Like I want to do a Scruffy the Janitor punk band called Boiling Toilets. So yeah, I mean we don't have to change much. We get some jumpsuits. As soon as we're older, we'll go. I mean, that hopefully will be quite a few years from now, and hopefully still be relevant. But yeah, we've had ideas about doing it. There's plenty of Bender quotes that you can just turn into a metal band. I mean, the band name would obviously have to be, you know, Bite My Shiny Death Metal Ass. Like, we got that in the books, you know. Really most of the material would have to be focused around Bender. Though a Dr. Zoidberg band could be pretty good. Like there's just even the Professor. Like there's tons of stuff that you can do around that.
Yeah, I'm already in my pajamas. There you go.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
Have you got around to checking out Disenchantment yet?
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I actually enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. In all honesty, I am a huge fan of The Simpsons. If that's not obvious at all. I'm a huge fan of Futurama.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and as a joke, I'm like, well, it's my third favorite grading show. But I didn't mean that in an insult in any way, because I did actually really enjoy the show. A lot of the voice actors that they have on there are favorites of mine.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same thing where like I was really excited by it too, because so much stuff in Futurama and Simpsons has been so good. I watched it and I enjoyed it.
I mean, the thing that unfortunately kind of set the tone for me was before I got around to watching it. I saw the picture of, do you remember the Futurama where they did the Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing?
Yeah.
There was a big picture of them in all the medieval clothes and it just said Disenchantment. And then when I got around to watching it, I was like, oh, I see the point. But it's different enough.
It's different. It's like, it seems a bit like updated. I think it speaks like, funny enough, being something set in medieval times, I think it's got like a modern twist to it, especially with like the characters and everything. Lucy's a great character. Like, it's great that they just put somebody whose name is short for Lucifer, and it's just a personal demon that goes in there. And I love the like, Bender type characters like that. So
Plus anything with Matt Berry doing the voice just gets elevated.
Yeah.
Cool. You played Montreal Comic Con last year, I think. How was that?
That was great. That was fun. We actually got to wander around Montreal Comic Con and talk to some fans and things too. I've gone to the Phoenix Comic Con for the last couple of years now, and it was nice being all the way across the country, and I felt at home. It was very much set up like the Phoenix Comic Con, and I watch all of the fans like doing the cosplay, and it was an absolutely perfect Ace Ventura going around and just messing with people. It was great. The show was really awesome. Lots of people in their get-ups. It was the other bands. One of the bands was called Captain Mustache. They're like a French aquabats. Just released their record. I've looped it like 5 times. I can hardly understand the thing, but I love the record. It's just super fun and punk. But yeah, we had a great time.
Excellent. Was there many people there that didn't realise you were playing? You just thought you were cosplaying this?
Probably. I think so. Yeah, we did get a couple. It's tough to stand out at a Comic-Con. But 5 people dressed as Flanders just walking through, you kind of like, what are they doing there?
I didn't know Evergreen Terrace were playing.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you very much for taking the time
to
speak to me, Ned. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
All the best, man.
Yeah.